Morning students, now for 8th standard we are going to see about that pollution of air and water. That few topics we already learned in the previous videos. That means that air pollution. So air is polluted mainly due to excessive use of fossil fuels such as diesel, petrol, kerosene and coal. Carbon monoxide also can be main important of that air pollution, and that chlorofluorocarbon can be affected that ozone layer. Okay students, now in this video we are going to see about the term what is meant by water pollution. So water is one of the most important natural resources. It is needed by living beings to carry out their life processes. However, human actions have constantly polluted various sources of the term water. So water, now next we see about the causes of water pollution. So water is an excellent solvent, and various kinds of substance readily dissolves in it. Water becomes dirty when we use it for washing clothes, bathing, etc. This means that we are adding some materials to the water which spoil the quality and changes in smell and colors. So whenever harmful substances such as sewage, toxic chemicals, slit, etc. So it can be, these are the main reason of the water pollutant. So discharge of untreated industrial waste of domestic sewage into water bodies is a major cause of water pollution. Water also get contaminated when water from farms is allowed to flow into rivers, lakes and oceans. Water from farms contains harmful pesticides and chemical fertilizers. Human activities such as bathing, washing clothes, so these are all can be affected that water pollute that water. So acid rain pollute water and harms all kind of aquatic life forms. So in that some, what is that means, domestic waste, sewage, soil waste, industrial waste, acid rain, oil industries, aquatic plants. So these and all can be affected that water. So this is some causes of that water pollutions. Next we see about what is meant by the effect of water pollution. So contaminated water affect humans health. So first we see biological contaminated water and chemically contaminated waters. So the microbiologically contaminated waters and all different types having. First we see about microbiological pollutions. Microorganisms that thrives on water and fishes that can cause illness to land animals and humans. Oxygen depletion pollutions, microorganisms that in water and feeds on biodegradable substances. So in the biological contaminated water, it can contains disease causing microorganisms. These microorganisms can cause typhoid, cholera and some infections, diarrhea, eye infections, respiratory infections and skin rashes also can be affected. So mainly we want to affect that pollution of the water. So water pollution occurs when energy and other materials are released into the water, contaminated the quality of it for other users. Next, so in that aquatic nitrate contamination we called as an blue baby syndrome. So once again I repeat that aquatic nitrate contamination called blue baby syndrome occurs primarily in infants. The conditions is rare, but it occurs when nitrate gets into the blood. Once the nitrate gets into the human blood, it's readily binds to the hemoglobin molecules and prevents oxygen from binding to the red blood cells. So it can be damage, that brain damage and then death also. So next we briefly see about what is meant by potable water. So potable water means water that can be safely used for human consumption is called potable water. That is unusable of water suitable to drink, that we called as an potable water. So in that drinking water should not contain harmful chemicals, particles of heavy metals or naturally occurring radioactive substance such as uranium. All these substances cause severe health problems. It must not have disease causing microorganisms or solid particles beyond certain limits. Drinking water should not have a bad taste or odor. So moreover, drinking water must contain minerals needed by the body. Clean drinking water is essential for maintaining good health. Water which is safe for human consumption is called potable water. So our country has a system of supplying potable water, but it is adequate only to serve half of our populations. Thus, clean drinking water is not available to all. So often we want to save the water. So next we want to see about purifying drinking water. So in the purifying drinking water, there are many types having, that is in boiling, chlorinization, sedimentation, decantation, filtrations. So first we see about boiling. So often water gets contaminated by disease causing germs, and therefore people suffer from waterborne diseases. At such times, the drinking water should be boiled. Almost all microorganisms present in the water die when it's boiled. So people who use water from the open wells, pond, rivers or lakes must boil drinking water. So next we see chlorinizations. When water is treated with chlorine, it becomes germ free. Drinking water can be treated with what is commonly known as chlorine tablets. That means calcium hypochlorine granules. So next we see sedimentation, decantation and filtration. People who collect that water directly from a river, pond or a lake can purify water in the following manner. Collect water and open vessels. Leave the water undisturbed, the exposed it to direct sunlight for the whole day. This will kill some of the germs if present. So then carefully decant the water and discard that sediments. Okay, so next is collect that water is another vessels, and filter is using to fold cleaned old cotton cloth. If the water does not contain harmful chemicals or significant amount of disease causing microorganisms, the above method can be proved as safe drinking water. Next we see about water filters. The water filters available in the market use membrane processes to purify drinking water. These devices use water treatment process such as reverse osmosis, that means RO water. So we commonly in that home itself we use that RO, we tell that RO water, that is abbreviation of RO means reverse osmosis, and microfiltration or nanofiltration. So this process remove germs and all kinds of particles matter from the water. So they also eliminate harmful chemicals, thus making water safe for human consumption. Next we see about prevention of water pollution. Some of the steps that can be followed to prevent water pollution as well. So bathing and washing clothes near water bodies should be discouraged. Industrial waste and domestic sewage should not be allowed to flow into the water bodies. Biodegradable pesticides and fertilizers should be used in controlled manner. So next, strict laws must be formulated and enforced to stop individual and industries from polluting water bodies. Compulsory we want to avoid to, so that waste, that plastics, covers, bottles and all, avoid to throw in that surrounding places. So these are all few steps to prevention of water pollutions. Okay students, so the lesson will be completed. So properly all of you listen that video, after write that worksheet. Thank you.